Hello y'all, how are you doing? This is Iron Fist. Here we are back to episode number 3 on our new season 1 for Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. It has been some time since I recorded the last video, so I might have to see where we were, but I roughly remember that last episode we started building and preparing the city. If I remember correctly, we have roughly 2,000 people going to live in the city. I think that would be like in the first episode. I think I said we're planning for 7,200, but I don't think we have infrastructure for it right now. So for right now, I think like this amount that we built, it might be good enough to get us started. So I'm going to start us here and move forward and get this running. So for this episode, I would like to see if we can start having some things built to get us going. All right, so we do have already a bunch of materials there. That's pretty good. We are building some roads, I see. Okay, so let's get us started. So to begin with, I don't think we want any kind of police, court, and prison, at least in the first couple of years. Oh, this is doing good. This is doing great. All right, everything here is looking pretty good. Cool. So you might have noticed that there is some textures that are a little bit different. I did download a pack that contained different textures for some of the things, like for example the roads. As you can see, like the asphalt roads are a little bit different than they usually are, as well as like these are gravel roads, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just gonna go do that. You cannot see them right now, but this is a little bit different, and we'll see if I like it or not when we'll go from there. So how is this going? This is going okay. Let's see, where were we? So we do have the main artery of the city. This is good. This is our shopping mall. Okay, this was one. So it's good that we have a secondary route for the services here, because that way if this gets jammed, lack of with sending workers here and stuff like that, we do have we can still keep this being fed so people do not starve to death. That's good. All right, that's great. I did say for this to be highest priority, but I don't think they are listening to me. And why is that? How much gravel do we have here? 25 tons. That's not a lot. So let's maybe just stop this for right now. I'm going to suspend this construction for right now. And this is like lower priority, but I think it has all the gravel that it needs. Yeah, so it's just gonna build. What about this one? This one needs 18 tons of gravel. Do I have 18 tons of gravel here? I think so. And this one will need 64 tons. So this one needs a little bit more than we currently have. So since we already have a resemblance of what we need, I think that maybe it makes sense for us to just go ahead and connect this here, like so. Does it fit the mechanism? It does fit the mechanism. And I think we're gonna start building all these things. So I'm gonna just pull a path pretty quick here. Why are we doing that? Because this, even though it does need some gravel, it does need other things, and I think we can start with that. Okay, so let me fill up some of these construction offices with the things that we need. So we will need some open holes. So let's get us, let's see, capacity. I think we're gonna get, we have maybe 1, 2, and let's give us like a couple of concrete mixers here as well. And apart from that, so we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe what I really want is to move these here, or the concrete mixer. Nah, let's move them there, and maybe get the concrete mixers next to this for right now. So let's do that. And let's say that we want concrete to come from here, and we will want that, and that. As you can see, like they auto select based on whatever is in there, so that's good. It saves us a little bit of time. So this is going to hopefully start getting things going. So what is here? We also need asphalt. So let's say you'll get asphalt from here. That's something that we go, oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Cancel building, source buildings, yes. I want gravel from here, and I want asphalt from here. Okay, there we go. Just in case. There we go. There's that one is built. So this is going to start to ask for things, and things are going to start being brought in. One thing that might be good is for us to eventually also use... Oh wait, I don't have the mechanisms there. So what does this need in order for things to get started? It is going to need some concrete, some gravel, and some asphalt, and then there will be some work that needs to be done. And in this case, it's a 129 work days. But in reality, for us, there's like multiple phases on the construction, and each phase has different requirements. And for example, right now we are in the groundwork, and for the groundwork you can provide workers or not, up to you. But usually I don't, because it's just the mechanisms do it much faster. So the other thing that I'm going to do, and there's a mechanism here, and as soon as there's gravel in it, in this field, in this construction site, it will start the construction. How is this going? This is going good. All right, so I'm going to also give myself this one, I guess, and I will want this one to get us started as well. Okay. This one would be good if we asphalted it right away as well, but we'll see when time comes. So how is this looking? Still needs gravel. Gravel in the beginning, it's a little bit hard because we don't have a lot of this particular storage aggregate. It takes forever to load and unload, which is a problem. But like, for example, there's nothing here, but there's the truck is full and it's coming in. It's bringing 25 tons, so that's that. What about this one? Does this need any particular reason why? Oh, interesting. This needs a road to be connected in order for it to start working on some buildings. And some of these modded buildings, sometimes it's a little bit hard with modded buildings because you don't really know if they need a road or not, or if a path is enough, a footpath is enough. But like, for example, in this case, in order for you to start building it, you can't even assign anything because there's it can't reach. Is it that, or is it just these that are not in range? Let's see, where's the range? Nope, it has range, it is good, but unfortunately they cannot get there. That's unfortunate. All right, and this one, choop, choop. Okay, cool. So as I was saying, like, this building needs a road in order for it to be constructed and in order for it to get started. So we'll have to, it's finished the road till here, so that means that we can start delivering things here. And as you can see, things are starting to get delivered there. Another thing that we will need is I'm gonna get some covered holes that will help bring some things. So 62, I think we can go with this one. This, how many tons does it have? 10 of crops. 62. I think we're good. We don't get to those velocities yet. Okay. Also, we can just say that whatever you have, just get it from nope, not whatever. So let's go with, if you need mechanical components, come from here, and electrical components also come from here. Those are the things that the covered all trucks will be able to bring. And as you can see here, not all of the buildings will need it. Some buildings will need some of those components. So let's see if I can find one. Do houses? Nope. Okay. Oh, there you go. So for example, this is a heat exchanger, and the heat exchanger does need 1.5 tons of mechanical components. So we will need that in a second. All right, so where are we? So this is doing groundwork, this is bringing bricks and so on. So I think it's time for us to start preparing for the next group of that we will need, and that will be workers. I'm just gonna get 2 for now. And workers, usually I do smaller buses in between, like 7 to 8 people. Between these two, doesn't really matter which one. And I do 1, 2, 3, and then a road crane. So there's like 2 road cranes, and these road cranes like have an interesting feature on them. Like you can see there's a speed, and the speed level here, it means that they will speed, in this particular case, up to 26 workers that are in the same construction site as this particular crane. So just keep that in mind, because there's like some pretty big road cranes, and that maybe you don't need to start with. Okay, so I'm gonna do another one, 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna get another road crane. There we go. Okay, usually I tend to micromanage these, and basically I just tell them where I want them, so I don't waste workers. So for example, like this one is ready to just go, so I'm just gonna assign 1 here, and what's going to do is the crane is going to go out. It's going to put it there, the crane, and this is going to pick up, like the buses are going to pick up the workers that exist in the customs house. In this case we have 24, so it will pick up the 24, 7, 7, 14, 21. It's almost all of them. They will replenish from time to time, but the main thing is that they only replenish if they are used. If they are not used, the numbers lower, but as you use them, you'll get more and more till you get to a certain threshold. Okay, so as you can see here, things are starting to start. All right, so there's no offices. Why are there no offices assigned to this? There's no... Oh, there is a path to it. What happened? So I want you to go. So I don't want roads, I don't want any of that. There doesn't it get there? Oh, okay, I got it. So because this is a one-way bus platform, so everything will enter here, and because this is a one-way street, there's no way for them to come back. So they need this road to be built in order for it to be able to go back and forth. So things are starting to get built, and let's say that this is our highest priority. I don't think this is like our highest priority right now for this side. Okay, so it looks like I started doing a pretty big walk around the city. That's good. I think we'll have to have like another one here as well. All right. Okay, our first building is done. How are we gonna do this? So because this is for basically to replenish the shopping center, we're just gonna put here things that are related to that. So control and click will put everything to zeros. So that's the most important thing that we want. We want maybe I don't know, maybe like 7, 2, and 1. So as you can see, the game does some math for you. It helps out here by you can just put some the roughly what you want for each thing that you want in your warehouses, for example, and the game will calculate. So for example, you can put like 2 food, 1 clothes, and 1 electronics, and then it will do the math to make sure that it gets to 100% with the proportions that you gave. So that's this, and this is looking okay. So this is going to take some time to get built. So let's get going. Okay, this should be starting, and the other thing that I think we should get started on is some residential buildings. So some of these residential buildings, there we go. I think we will want a street that's gonna bring us here, and it's gonna bring us maybe here, and then this is gonna turn all the way there, like so. Okay, great. And because this is like a pretty big road, I think we want to start with a couple of buildings to get us going. So how are we gonna do this? Maybe, which building is this one? It's this one. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do that. And I think we will want something that's bringing us over here so that we can build our kindergarten in walking range of everything. So for it to go, I think we'll need something around these lines, and we will need a way to pass to this side, to that side. There we go. Okay, cool. So while we have like two different types of constructions going, we'll have some construction that is related to maybe let's pause this water. Which one is going furthest? Okay, maybe let's pause. Oh, it has everything. I thought a sneeze was going. Oh. Sorry about that. A sneeze was definitely coming. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this one so it doesn't waste materials for right now. And we're gonna build one for right now, and this will have water treatment. I think I would like for us to start also doing some work. Start doing some work on these footpaths. Great, so let's make this footpath priority, this one as well, and this one as well, so we can start having some paths going around. So where were you going? Oh, what? I don't know. I don't know where that one was working on. Oh, is this doing... Are this going to do like these things? Okay, let me just lower the priority of those big ones for right now. We want to focus on these parts here, so we can start building some houses as well, while this is being built. How is this? This still needs asphalt. Do we have... Are you assigned to it? Yes, you are. But you're doing a ton of other things as well, so... Alright, so the first thing I think we want to make this higher priority. We're missing prefabs. Do we have prefabs? Yes, but they are just running around right now. When we have at least the first buildings ready, I think I would like to start getting us a bypass, because I would like to asphalt this road as soon as possible so that we can not think about it anymore. Another thing is like this heating plant, we'll need to start to do some work on it, because it takes like 2,000 work days to get us going. How is this going? This is going good. Do we have all the materials? Not yet. How is this going? Still framing, it still has some parts. This is going to go for groundworks. This is our hospital. This is going to be our water cinema. And the small headquarters. I think I'm going to not do it for right now. It's going to be soon after we start. So let's talk about this. We're gonna make a road back here, or do I like to continue that other one? Okay. As you saw, when you have a couple of ways to delete things, you can just press and just delete segments by segment. If you press shift, and you can do selection, use the selection tool to delete things, and even they can be even separate. So that's that. I think I like the idea of bringing the road from up there to here, but at the same time I'm also happy to just make it so this looks not very square. I think I like to have us go more in the center here. There we go. And eventually have a bypass, because the thing is we also want to make sure that we can get to the hospital and things like that, but it doesn't need to be like a direct course. I think I'm okay with this. like so, and then I would want us to go here to have the school, and I would like to maybe when we're done go on this side. Okay, cool. Okay, this is starting to build the things that we need. This is doing up there. Do we have a road here? Great. This means that we can start moving material here. Okay, so the first things that we want, there's still a ton of bricks that need to come in. We have a bunch of them. I think we can maybe start. This is the highest priority that we have, so maybe I'm just gonna start bringing folks here to build. This one is halfway through, but has a lot of steel that needs to come in, and this still is concrete and asphalt. All right. Great, so this is building that part. All right, this is going. Okay, so let's think about what we want down here. So in this area, we're gonna do some sort of like industry, we're gonna do industry here. So the couple of things that I would like to have us here. So we talked about starting with clothing, and so let's take a look at the clothing factories. I do have some modded clothing factories, but roughly a clothing factory produces 1.2 tons of clothes from 2.4 tons of fabric, and our fabric produces 5 tons of fabric per day, given like all those things, which means that we can have one fabric factory for 2 clothing factories, which is pretty good. So what if we have a warehouse in the middle, and then we can just have some changes here. So let's see what I'm talking about. So if we did have a warehouse, that's maybe this is enough, 200 tons and 200 tons. I think that might be enough. Let's see. So if we had a warehouse in the middle, and then we would have the the fabric factory in front of it, like so. Oh, nope, it has to be something like that. And you'll see in a second why. So if we did it like so, oh, okay. Is this, ow, I need a reconstruct, I need a, oh, is there like any greenery? There's a green slot here, I saw it. Oh, there we go. There we go. So if we did it like this, then we could add 2 clothing factories, one in each side, like so, one here, and another one T to turn it around. We could have one here and another one there. So if we did this, we could create our connection here, and the other one would go somewhere, clothing factory. Yeah, do we have, no, they're being used right now. Okay, so we'll wait a little bit, or should we just get one? So maybe I'll just build a road depot. There's a free road depot, and we're gonna build it somewhere, maybe just turn it up here. This is just gonna be like a staging area. for some vehicles that we might need. Let's put it there. And we're gonna buy one excavator for right now. One excavator, this one. This excavator is gonna be used to help us plan while the other excavators are just not available yet. So, but while this is all happening here, oh, the excavator is already there. Let's see, it needs to go refuel. So the idea here is if we have the warehouse in here, it means that we can have we can just provide all the things that we need to this warehouse, and it will be distributed for all the factories, and they can also provide extras to those factories. Anything extra that comes from here that is not pulled into both factories can be stored in this one, in this warehouse. So let's take a look here. So for example, this one, it just needs fabric in order to produce clothes, but in here, the clothing factory, it will need crops, it will need chemicals, and water. So in order to do all that, we can have everything here, and then we can just produce the output, put the output of our clothing factory on this warehouse, and we can just pick it up from here as well. So we can provide everything that is needed for these factories. So the crops and the chemicals provided in this warehouse, plus we can have the output of it also here. But to get us started, I think what I'm going to build, so like just to start with, I'm going to build one. Is this refueled? Yes, it is. Great. So let me get the clothing factory, and I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it roughly here. Okay. And I need a connection right there. All right, there we go. So everything is connected, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to suspend basically the construction of all of this and that. Okay, cool. So we're gonna start with just one clothing factory and the warehouse. Why is that? Because it just gets us out quicker. So another thing that we can think of is if we're gonna produce here, eventually it would make sense for us to produce clothes here, to maybe deliver some of these clothes here, and not only provide them to, when I say here, is that like I'm thinking of building another city or another cluster of cities here. I think maybe cluster of cities is going to be the best option, but we'll see. We can deliver clothes here, and we can deliver them via train or via a truck, right? It depends. We could squeeze in a station here. Where's the road? Where did I put the road? The road is in this side, which is not very helpful. But at the same time, we could, I think, more or less easily, we can have like a cargo station. What's the smallest? This is the smallest cargo station. This is maybe the smallest cargo station we can have, and we could squeeze it like more or less here, right? See if it works. Like so. We could then do another here. Can you do this a little bit better? That's good. And then we could come out of here through the side. Why is it important for us to get us on the side? Just for the simple reason that we might want like so, and then I think, do we want to get anything delivered here? So might want to connect down, so I think we might be okay with this. We might want to connect it here and there, but the main reason that we want this road to turn that way is that we would want to be closer as possible to our customs house. Oh, look at that, this is done. Okay, so let me just stop this for a little bit. I was talking too much and I didn't realize that we were already in a good position here. Okay, so we're gonna start building this. How is this in terms of groundworks? This is going to start, but it doesn't have bricks or boards. How many? Maybe I'm gonna get another open hole here because we're getting way back in terms of materials. This, the beginning is pretty expensive, everything. Oh, it's already building. Oh, that's interesting. All right, this one is laying bricks as well. We're doing great, and we're doing great there. How is this? So what I meant was that we are already bringing some bricks and we have all the steel and the boards that are needed for this phase. We still are missing 7 tons, but we already have 2 buildings, and I forget which buildings are these. I think this is like one of the big ones. These flats, 157. Is this the one? Nope. Because this has a pretty bad quality, right? Yes, this one has a pretty bad quality, so I think I went with the brick ones. 110. There we go. This is the one. So just in here we have 220 folks. Okay, and it's going. Okay, so this is going to build our station. One thing that we could eventually do is we could have a line that transports, like with a bigger bus that transports everybody here. When I say everybody, I'm talking about the foreign workers, and then from the foreign workers we could just pick them up here and then just move them to where they need, or they could find a job in construction. So because this is like that, I think I'm going to lower this to maybe just 10 people to start with, just in case. So I'm just gonna change this a little bit. We don't need a lot of electronics, and this might be even too many clothes, and 24 tons. Okay, that should be good. So this is going to be the thing that's being built next, I believe. Why is this not? It doesn't have the steel yet. My bad. I thought that this had a steel already, so that's why I assigned it the folks there. This one already has some stuff, but it doesn't have the steel yet. It has some steel, but this is a lot of steel and it needs. What about here? This one, these ones are the ones that take a lot of bricks. This one has 10 tons, and we're already doing that. That's great. It's going great. What about this one? This one doesn't have. Oh, I stopped construction on this one. This one has everything. So let's build our water well. We're gonna use this one, and it's going to. We're gonna put this to maximum priority so that when it changes we can get the folks there. So why is this not moving forward? Because there's no asphalt. Okay, let's rename this. This is gonna be dumpers. Did I get asphalt plant? Is the customs house. That's good. So this is dumpers. These are, let's call it for now, like groundworks. These are open holes and close holes. Open, close holes. And this is going to be our, is it? I think I know what the problem is. This is going to be our road work. So for road work we need 2 more parts. Well, we need a roller and we need a paver. That might be the problem. That might be why this is not being built, because we need a paver here first before the asphalt can be delivered. So, all right, let's see. Then these are going to be our bus 1, and this is going to be bus 2. So like these shouldn't have more than 1 priority at a time. Okay, that's good. Can we start building this? They have exactly the same amount. So let's say that this one is going to be the highest priority. I think I'm going to assign it here. Okay. Okay. So while this is going up here, and the construction is going, our little hands are going around and getting things done. So we don't want to waste our workers. So there we go. Okay. So while that all is going, as I was saying, I think we will want our road to go all the way up, I think maybe there, to fill this up. There we go. How are we in terms of road construction? I think in terms of road construction we're pretty much good. Is there like anything associated with it? So let us remove all the things. Footpaths, no buildings, conveyors, and I don't think we need conveyors, just roads and footpaths. So we don't need this, we need that. Schools and unfinished road. Okay, I think he has all the roads built, which is pretty good. So what else do we need? So if all the footpaths are done, it means that maybe we need to get a little bit more footpaths going. I think we'll want to move this road all the way up here. Is this a kindergarten? It is. And if we see the walking, these are in walking distance of that one. That's going to be great. I think what we'll want is that we'll want a cut through somewhere here, or maybe even here. That would allow us to go, not that, but this one here, like so. And this is going to go here and there. Okay, that looks good. Does a mechanism fit here? Hope so. It does. Cool. This would allow us, this is going to allow like the majority of these buildings up here to eventually go there, go up there to that one, or we'll have to build a path that connects these here, I guess. So while we're at it, okay, so it's already built that factory connection. This is going to be a big construction job. Oh, this is unfortunate that this is doing it in 2 parts, but it is what it is right now. I don't want to stop that. So I'm gonna do this, And what I also want to make sure is that we stop this construction. We don't want this for right now. All right, so important things. So we collect our workers here, and then it's coming down, and I think we want to go all the way near this, and we want to leave them somewhere in this area here. So why do we want to leave them here in this area? We want to leave them here in this area so they are close to our heating plant, as well as to all of these factories. So let's maybe do a little bit of that. Okay, this is gonna be our connections, I guess, and then we will have one connection that's gonna go on this side. And I think I like the idea of having an off-road station just in case something happens. So our bus stop, sorry, not station, but our bus stop, have it somewhere here for right now, and we're going to tell it to go from here, and they will come on this side, it will go in and it'll come out, and okay, so that sounds good. And also, because we want to have maybe the best angle of attack here, I think this might be the best way for us to go. Minimize our travel as well, like this. This is looking pretty much good, I think. All right, so this is the other road that we want to build next. That will give us access to all the things. So I'm going to stop all this. We will give them a path. It's going to be like a dirt path because it's like such a small distance here. So the other thing that I believe is going to be important for us here is going to be have a way to store some coal for winter, because we don't want to get caught in the middle of the winter without coal. And I think maybe 1,000 tons of coal might be enough for what we have here. Now, can we do this? Maybe we can do that. It will. So if we put it here, then it means that we can use the same service road that we're going to use for, can use this service road, the one that is going to bring the needed stuff there. For these factories, we can also use the same road to bring coal here. And if we bring coal here, it means that this side is free to just care about people. Okay, so this is going much slower than I expected, not gonna lie, but it is what it is. So let's do this. Let's get our aggregate storage here, and then we're gonna do a row that's gonna go all the way. Let's get our roads a bit straighter there, and then okay, let it finish that road there so that we don't break the road halfway. How is this going? Good. How is this going? Great. Does have everything that it needs. It's missing people. Do we have buses? Oh no. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, so one important thing is you should not allow the buildings when they're built to just get folks, because they will get folks and you are not ready for it. Now I need to go through all the buildings, just making sure that we have that taken care of. So is this the city? Kaminari? I don't know how to say that name, but I think so. So let me see. Create a city area. So we're gonna do our new city is gonna call Luazi, Płazic, and we're gonna click on it and we're just gonna say nope, don't allow anybody to live here for right now. But nevertheless, I'm gonna go through all the buildings to make sure that they do not try to invite citizens as they are built. Right. And the question is, was there anything I could have done to make me not have to click this button 500 times? Yes, there is, and I'm gonna show you in a second how to do that. Alright. The main problem with inviting citizens when you're not ready is that quite probably they will all die, or they will just leave your country, which means that you just wasted money. And in the beginning, it's going to be pretty important for you not to waste money. Alright, I think I've got all of them. So the way you do that is, if I remember, when you are looking at the residential area, you can click, when you're about to put like a building or something, you can just click this and then we're good. You don't need to think about this anymore. So the next time that you put the building down, it will have, as you can see here, you put the building down, it will have no cat citizens there. That's good. That's good. All right. So how are we in time? We're almost in an hour mark. And as you can see, the beginning of this game, it takes a long time for things to start happening. And there's a little bit more or less micromanaging depending on how you play. But yeah, so like this one, I think we can start building this other building because it has only like 8 tons of bricks left and 7 tons of boards, so I think they will get them in place pretty soon. How is the steel here? We're still missing 30 tons. Okay, it's the first truck of steel that we got in. All right, so how is this going? This is going good. Did I ever build anything underground here? So let's check. Yes, but I forgot to accept it. The construction. This is looking pretty good. We have sewage already almost ready. So maybe let's just finish connecting that. So sewage is right here. And we want to go to the first, and we're gonna accept that. So this is all good. And now this is looking pretty good. So one thing that I clearly forgot right out of the bat was that there's no place for us to put water in. So the good water is coming here, and that's it. So we will need a tower to get us the water going. So I'm gonna put the tower here, like on the entrance of the city. Okay, so let me just connect this just pretty quickly. Okay, let me just do that so that we can get started in constructing our fire station. Okay, because as things are going already in October, and I would not be surprised if there's a fire sneaking around. Let's go with that. So, as I was saying, why big water towers? The way water works in this, it works like, I mean, like real life. If you put water very high, you get pressure going around. So if you pump water into your tower, then you can basically not think about pressure for a little bit of time. So in our case, what we're going to do is we're gonna get us a pumping station. The outs are over there, so I'm just gonna T to change it so you can have the path on that side. We're gonna get some water from here. I don't think we need to have any kind of crazy pathing there. I think we can save some money there. So what we want is we are going to get us a big water pipe here and a big water pipe there. So this is going to bring us water to this tower. It's going to fill the tower up. And then we, as you can see here, we do have 2 stations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a switch here that will split our water. So I'm gonna give it 1 here. It's a little bit, just turn a little bit, and the water is gonna come out from our big pipe here, and it's gonna go in here, and then we're gonna get some water. I don't know if will I ever need some water on this area. I don't know, but maybe I can just put it here, and then I can have another switch a little bit further. That would allow me for that. But remember, like every time that you do a switch, you will lower the pressure of the water. So maybe we can also come out from this side. I'm gonna connect this like this, and I'm gonna add another switch just in case somewhere here, somewhere on this general area, and I'm gonna give it a big pipe to here. It's a big pipe, right? Yes. And a big pipe over there. Okay, cool. So this is all good. So one thing that I don't know if you noticed, but there was going to be a need to provide water, clean water, to this factory here, and we'll do that. And I think directly from this pump here, we're gonna get like a smaller pipe, and we'll connect it there. So let's go above ground again, and let's see how things are going. Looks like my micromanaging is not very good from what it looks like. Okay, so we want us to get right there. Cool. There we go. This is looking pretty much good right now. Okay, so while this is all doing the thing that it needs to do, I want to... Is it okay if this is not paved? This is not like an asphalt road. I think it is. But I like us to have an asphalt road, at least to get us into... What is there? Oh, did I build something there? Ah, I did. Okay. I think that what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this on the other side. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do the road on the other side. So I'm just gonna delete this road for right now. I'm going to delete this pedestrian for right now, just for the time being, and I'm gonna build a road here. I'm gonna bring the road up here, and I'm gonna take this road out. Can you come out? Why can you? Oh, does it need a little bit more space? Let's see. Oh, come out, screen. There we go. So we have a side path here. I'm gonna take off this, and I'm going to asphalt this road in particular. I think I want that asphalted, and I will want these two asphalted as well. So in the meanwhile, this is going, and then I think I'm going to just do a bypass from here to somewhere here, and so I can asphalt these two other roads. All right, so while this is going, our footpaths, our road work will have a little bit of work to do. How is this going? 15 tons, not a lot of gravel. So we do have one house built already. So I think we would want this to have higher priority. It's doing some groundwork. So that's great. Okay. Yeah, I think that, unfortunately, I think that might be it for today, for this episode. So let's see. This is where we are today. We have built our shopping center. We built a warehouse. We built one house, and we have another one that's almost done. Yeah, 13 days. And we planned a bunch of infrastructure, and we planned our first industry here. And there we go. All right. I think this is gonna be us for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you can always give us a like and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.